Hello, everyone. This is Jeff Sin, and the following is an excerpt of a longer interview I had with Nick Elliott, CTO of Evolving Networks, on October 5th. The full version of this interview is available at liveconvos.tv.
I'm going to get a little specific to your company because I noticed one thing about the way you guys deliver your service. You seem to have a little different approach to SLAs. Can you just explain that a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, SLAs traditionally have always been about, maybe a high headline figure, 5 nines, 100%, whatever. But in reality, what that means is, in practice, is that if that fails, it's a promise of what will happen if you break the SLA, frankly. And what will happen is you'll get a small credit back. Our approach to the service level agreement is fundamentally different. We put our money where our mouths on the mitigation times for network events. And so we have a service management framework which goes into great detail about how, if you engineer your network correctly, as in, the customer installation for any given site or for any data center, then we'll back that up with an escalator that gives you more and more money back in a multiplier effect for 100%, up to 10 times money back, if you've put in the relevant components that are going to make it quick. So the mitigation times we're talking about are in the milliseconds and the seconds. Then, we're not talking about failover times that are manual. We're not talking about things that take half an hour or an hour to kick over. The way we build our networks for our customers is we use all of our resources all of the time, and we make sure that we don't run them hot. So if an entire data center fails, or a core component fails, or a circuit fails, then those workloads get shifted instantly and automatically to the remainder of the estate, and they just keep on working. Our way of mitigating is doing things instantaneously, doing things in, less than a third of a second where we can, in order to make it seamless for the customer, so they're not having to invoke their SLA. But where they do, it's based on actually having a very open conversation with them in the first place about what risks they want to take. As I said earlier, this is a menu of options. If you want to add extra resources, extra circuits, extra carriers, different technologies, if you want to add extra data centers, if you want to add extra appliances, that's all within your gift. But what we do at Evolving Networks is we back that up with an escalator for a multiplier credit back for that SLA. Because we believe that if you've put the time in and the money in order to engineer something to try and stay online, then if the worst happens and something does fail, then you should get a decent kickback if it does. Obviously, We're trying to engineer these things not to fail, but our mantra is that everything's going to fail sometime.